Brown Advisory Novice Chase. We'll go to you, Matty, first. Yeah, what do you think?
Well, fact of file, I like horses that go from bumpers straight over fences. He jumps well. Trainers think a lot of them when they do that. I remember, a quick story. I remember once I was riding at Leicester. I used to ride for Paul Webber a lot, and I was rushing one day. I was late, and it was a novice chase at Leicester. And for those, Leicester is one place that you do not want to take a novice round, because they're the most horriblest fences in the world. Most of them are running away from you. So anyway, I've rushed into the wearing room. I had no chance to look at the form and read the paper. Literally got changed, and I'd rode for Webber before. He was fine. Got down to the start, and everyone said, "Lads, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I'm going to bounce out." And he went, "What?" And I said, "Why? Why?" I said, "What's?" They went, "Do you know where it ran last time?" I said, "No, I haven't had time." And when it was in a bumper, I jumped off last. The old sphincter went a little bit.
Yeah.
On my own work, but to be fair, he jumped absolutely class. But yeah, I like horses that do that. Fact, Stay Away Faye. Listen, I wouldn't. Last year's Albert Bartlett's winner. He good third at Cheltenham after a 50-day break. I wouldn't blimmin' go off him either. Grey Dawning, does that run here? Would that run here? I know.
Yeah, they're saying
Bonus though, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know where they're going to go. Yeah, I think Harry does like this horse, but for me, I'm going to go with Stay Away Faye. I think he'd come back and win a Cheltenham again.
Okay, yeah, Hugh.
Fact of file wins. Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. I just looking at the prices. I just thought a little bit short, but yeah, everyone seems to be all over the horse. So
no, he's the real deal. Like, you know, what he did. I know I said I made excuses for Gaelic Warrior the last day, but like the way he jumped, the way he travelled, this horse is as good as anything I've seen the last 3 or 4. This is an absolute machine, and he wins. Like, he's one of my bets. He's my bet of the week, 100%.
Wow. Okay, nice one. Yeah, obviously I think that's what happened for a lot of people. Everyone was watching Gaelic Warrior rather than watching Fact to File.
Exactly. And I actually, I had backed Gaelic Warrior in the race, and you couldn't help but, because you're watching. But Fact to File, I watched it back 3 or 4 times. What he did, and he never came out of third gear. Like, he's 2 more gears if he wants them, and I don't think he's going to need them here. I don't think he's going to need them. I just think he's a machine.
Okay, George.
Yeah, I like Fact to File. Like you were saying, I thought for a horse having his 3rd time jumping any kind of obstacle, he did an incredible job of keeping tabs on Gaelic Warrior in the galloping and the jumping department the last day. He is trying a new trick for the first time. He might well improve for it, and he can jump to his right. Like, fair enough, last day you go, was he following Gaelic Warrior? But if you watch back the 17-length defeat of Zanahir, he did jump right a few times there, and that's just enough for me to leave him alone at evens. Stay Away Phase, absolutely admirable, but you've got to think Fact to File has to be at least nearly as good as Capodanno, which sort of means you can't back him, really. Love Monty Starr. I think he might get done for tactical pace here. He was outpaced very early in the Albert Bartlett last year. I can see the same thing happening again. Probably a nice staying handicap for the future. Grey Dawning, I can't have at all. Like, he was beaten by Stay Away Faye over this trip on debut. The second race, the race he won up at Haydock, he beat Gaillard de Menil, who needs about 3.5 miles, and Apple Away, who was making a chasing debut. He made that awful jump when he got beat by Ginny's Destiny next. And then the last time, Warwick, Apple Away and Broadway Boys just took each other on for about a circuit and set it up for him. Like, I couldn't have him at all here. I think he's been really flattered. The one I sort of land on as an each way swing is Sandor Kagan. Like, he's probably not the standard. He doesn't meet the standard to win this, but he's been solid. He's been second in a Grade 2 and a Grade 3 on his last 2 starts. He's got festival form. He was 3rd in the Albert Bartlett, only a length and a quarter behind Stay Away Faye last year. He's a thorough stayer, reliable jumper. This is his only festival entry. Like, I know he got beat 10 lengths by Embassy Gardens the last time, but at least he's one of these that's actually run over the trip and shown he stays it. And I think he'll save his best for Cheltenham.
Okay, right, Danny.
I've been a big Factifile fan from day one, really. So obviously on at 50s for the bumper last year. Very unfortunate to bump into a Dream to Share there. But yeah, since obviously coming over fences, he's been impeccable, really. Apart from maybe needing that first run, but no, I was very impressed with him last time. They went real quick. They went a real good gallop there, and obviously he showed he's got plenty of gears without even being fully extended there. So yeah, I was really impressed with that performance. So I'll probably stick with him. Even money's probably a bit too short, but yeah, I'm a big fan. Monty Star impressed me. Very good jumper. I'd be keen to keep Monty Star on side as well at an each way price.
Yeah, you know how I felt about Stay Away Faye all day, every day, but Factifile, Tony Mullins, I'm not gonna go against what Tony Mullins says. Tony Mullins says, and I think he's singing off the same hymn sheet as you here, that he's better than Galloping the Champ. That's what Tony is saying. And at the end of the day, Tony knows his onions and he's ridden Dawn Run. So I'm going to go with what he's saying. Factifile was excellent at DRF. I didn't want to like him. I really like him. Navan, I don't think he showed up that day. Now, American Mikey is to be supplemented for this. I said at the start of the season when I did my 5 to follow, not to forget about Mikey, and he must be showing something at home. And when he bet Factifile back in November, he was literally cheesing coming into the parade ring because he was going, finally, you see, lads, all the trolling, I am fantastic. But does he beat Factifile? I don't think so. I think this is his for the taking. Grey Dawning, I can't say he didn't have a good season. He's had a really good season, apart from flooring himself through, you know, that second last when he was running against Jenny's Destiny. I have no problem Stay Away Faye wins. I mean, he eyeballs them and they lie down. Do I think he's going to eyeball Factifile and he'll lie down? No, absolutely not. Bear in mind, Bobsworth won this a couple of years ago. Bobsworth went on and won a Gold Cup. Factifile in a couple of years, that's your Gold Cup horse in the making.